But I want a dress code because I want people to see. But Dr. King said the reason, he thought, one of the reasons that white people hated us, not because they loved to hate, they just didn't know us. So my goal was to have white America, all America, the world, to know that we come in all shades, all sizes, and all skills and all talent. And I wanted to tell the story with dignity, and I don't want nobody looking at some torn up jeans and some baggy pants and some floppy hats trying to hear the story. But let me tell you what has happened. This positive image that I was requiring for this program has paid off in so many ways. One of my favorite stories, and if you've been here long, you've heard it 100 times, but it never gets old for me. Changing negative attitudes is part of the responsibility that I think we ought to assume as African Americans. And I have had white letters and phone calls from people who say I was switching and flipping through the TV and saw all these black people dressed up, then listening to them speak English with clarity. And I said, what is this? And they stayed long enough to get the content of our presentations. We've got many sponsors and many converts. The one story I like to tell over and over again is one mother who lives in mid-America called me and said, I was taught, these are her words, I was taught by my two loving parents. You know, psychologists tell us we got to have two to be well-rounded. Well, my philosophy is one good one is better than two no good ones. But she had two loving parents who taught her that all black people were lazy. All black men would rather stand in line to get a welfare check than to stand in line to get a paycheck. All black women would rather have a baby than have a job, and she was taught that. And she said her parents didn't say some of them, lots of them, many of them, but all of them. So she grew up hating black people because she felt it wasn't fair that she could work and black folk are just sitting home or standing in line getting freebies. And she just happened to stumble upon the Trumpet Awards. And then we piqued her interest. Then she started going to the libraries and ended up developing a voracious appetite for knowledge about these black people who were supposed to have been so lazy. And she said, I've changed my mind, I've changed my attitude, and I've got two little girls. One is 3 and one is 5. And I don't want them to grow up in the same ignorance I did, so send me those tapes, I don't care what they cost, so that my children can learn the truth about African Americans. Boys and girls, I'm here to tell you that we're not just having a prayer breakfast. We're trying to pray for the soul of the world to understand that brotherhood and sisterhood and humanhood is something we should all work for. And when we look and see what we've brought here together, you can see we have more in common than we got in differences. And love can abound, because when respect comes, it's easy, as Dr. King says, to change a man's heart, then you change his behavior. You're helping us do that. You're helping us fill those missing pages. I'm delighted. With no sleep. Who was that talking about how young and good looking? I'm young, sexy, and voluptuous. In spite of the fact I have had no sleep. But look at me. Happy preaching? You look good? All right. But I'm inspired by the lives we present. So thank you.